Hello students, today we start differentiation of parametric form of equations. Okay. Differentiation. Now first let us see what is the parametric form of equations. Okay. The parametric form of equations. The relation expressed between two variables x and y in the form x is a function of t and y is a function of t is said to be a parametric form with t as a parameter. So what is the meaning of this? Let me suppose time is an independent variable. I will choose this time as a parameter. Okay. Now the distance traveled, okay, and the petrol consumption of a vehicle, okay, I will call these two as the functions of time, because as and when you are covering more distance, then the more time is consumed, right? Then 60 kilometers per hour, if I say distance traveled is 60 kilometers and it is dependent upon time. For every an hour it is moving 60 kilometers. Like that, petrol consumption, okay, it is about around 20 kilometers per liter. Means what? 20 kilometers per liter means petrol consumption is dependent upon the distance traveled. But petrol consumption, I can say, is also dependent upon the time. So suppose I say the distance is a function of time and petrol consumption is also the function of time, maybe in different form. Suppose S is in the form of t square, this p will be in the form of sin t cos t, like that. Both are not one and the same. If it is t square, it should also not t square, like that. Okay. Now suppose if you want ds upon dp, that is the distance traveled per liter, at that time you will write it as ds upon dt divided by gp upon dt. This is what the derivative of parametric form of equations. Okay. If the function is of the form x is a function of t and y is a function of t, suppose you would like to differentiate y with respect to x, then it is dy by dt divided by dx upon dt. What are called as parametric form of equations? For example, here x is a sin t, y is b cos t. Then I have x is log t and y is e to the power t. Such type of equations are called as parametric form of equations. Now, differentiate y with respect to x. Find dy by dx if it is expressed in the parametric form as x is a cos theta and y is a sin theta. How do you solve? You will call x is a cos theta as equation 1, y is a sin theta as equation 2. Here theta is a parameter. Now we have to differentiate these two equations 1 and 2 separately with respect to theta. Dx upon d theta, d by d theta of a cos theta. This is dy upon d theta. It is d by d theta of a sin theta. A is a constant. I will keep it outside. Derivative of cos theta with respect to theta will be minus sin theta. So this is minus a sin theta. Then dy by d theta, a as it is constant. Derivative of sin theta with respect to theta is cos theta. Now I want dy by dx. It is the ratio of dy by d theta divided by dx upon d theta. Dy by d theta is a cos theta, dx upon d theta is minus a sin theta. So I got cos theta by sin theta, which is the ratio for cot theta. Now you take one more example. Find dy by dx if x is a t square and y is a into t raised to 4. You have to find out dy by dx. So what is the parameter here? T is the parameter. So we have to differentiate. I'll call these two as equation 1 and equation 2. Differentiate with respect to t on both sides. Dx upon dt is d by dt of 2at square. Similarly here equation 2, dy by dt is d by dt of a t raised to 4. Now 2 as it is, a as it is, t square derivative will be 2t. 2 2s are 4at. Similarly here I have at raised to 4. A is a constant. Then derivative of d by dt of t raised to 4 means how I should write? N x raised to n form. N into x raised to n minus 1. Like that. 4 into t raised to 4 minus 1. That is what our 4at cube. Next is I write dy by dx. It is the ratio of dy by d theta to dx upon d theta. It is 480 cube upon 480 means 1 t cancels, 4a cancels. We have got dy by dx as t square. Okay. Now, similarly, one more. If x is sin t, y is cos 2t, find dy by dx. Here t is a parameter on which x and y are both dependent. You will call x equal to sin t as equation 1, y equal to cos 2t as equation 2. Okay. Then differentiate equation 1 and equation 2 with respect to t. It is with respect to t on both sides. You will get dx upon dt as d by dt of sin t. Equation 2, dy by dt is d by dt of cos 2t. Derivative of sin t, it is cos t. Derivative of cos minus sin, 2t. Okay, 2t. Okay, again derivative of d by dt of 2t will be 2. Now, I want dy by dx means it is the ratio of dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So, I have minus 2 sin 2t in the numerator and cos t in the denominator. Then, as usual, sin 2t can be written as 2 sin t cos t. I have here cos t get cancelled. I'll end up with minus 2 into sin t is the required dy by dx. Now, one more. Find dy by dx if x is 4t, y is 4 by t, where t is a parameter. You will call them as equation 1 and 2. Differentiate them with respect to t on both sides. Dx upon dt is d by dt of 4t means 4. Dy by dt, 4 as it is. Then d by dt of 1 by t is there. 1 by t means what? It is d by dt of t to the power minus 1. How will differentiate? Minus 1 as it is, t to the power, n minus 1 means minus 1 minus 1. It will be minus 1 into t raised to minus 2. Negative sign is there in the power means I can write this term as 1 upon t square. Thus we have minus 1 upon t square. Next is as usual dy by dx, that is dy by d theta upon, dt, now it is t here, dy by dt upon dx by dt. This is minus 4 upon t square and this is 4 means the final answer is minus 1 upon t square. Next, x is cos theta minus cos 2 theta, y is sin theta minus sin 2 theta. You have to find out dy by dx. Here theta is a parameter. So under the solution, you will call this x equal to as equation 1 and y equal to as equation 2. Differentiate with respect to theta. Differentiate with respect to theta on both the sides. Then dx upon d theta is d by d theta of cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Similarly, this second equation, dy by d theta is d by d theta of sin theta minus sin 2 theta. Now, derivative of cos theta it is minus sin theta. Minus sign is there, it is kept as it is. Derivative of cos 2 theta, cos of means minus sin of. What is the angle? 2 theta. Then derivative of 2 theta, by child rule, it is 2. So I have minus of minus 2 sin 2 theta. Similarly here, sin theta derivative is cos theta, minus sign as it is, sin 2 theta. Derivative with respect to theta will be cos 2 theta into derivative of 2 theta will be 2 with respect to theta it is. So I get dx upon d theta is minus sin theta plus 2 sin 2 theta and this is kept as it is. Then dy by dx is the ratio of dy by d theta to dx upon d theta. I will substitute the values. Okay, this is the final step. Now, one more I took. X is sin cube t upon root of cos 2t and y is cos cube t upon, this is root of cos 2t. Find dy by dx. As usual, here t is a parameter. Differentiate equation 1 and equation 2 with respect to t. Dx upon dt, d by dt of sin cube t upon root of cos 2t. So here you have to apply u by v as well as chain rule wherever necessary. So u by v means root of cos 2t the whole square. Then v denominator as it is d by dt of numerator minus numerator as it is d by dt of denominator. Root of cos 2t this as it is. Sin cube t derivative this is as good as sin t the whole cube. U cube will be 3u square into du by dt like that. Sin cube t derivative will be 3 sin square t. Then derivative of sin t will be cos t minus sin cube t is kept as it is. Root of cos 2t, root of u derivative will be with respect to u will be 1 upon 2 root u like that. 1 upon 2 root u into du by dt that is into root d by dt of root of cos 2t. So now root of cos 2t is there means 1 upon 2 into root of cos 2t. Again by chain rule derivative of cos 2t will be minus sin 2t into derivative of 2t. I have to. This is what our dx upon dt. Similarly, I have to find out dy upon dt. Y is given. Y is cos cube t upon root of cos 2t. Here also denominator square, square of the denominator. Denominator as it is d by dt of numerator minus numerator as it is d by dt of denominator. You will solve and find dy by dt. In the last step, we have to find out dy by dx. So I write dy by dx is the ratio of dy by dt. It is dy by dt to dx upon dt. It is, we'll substitute the values cos t gets cancelled. We have this as the final step of our answer. Now, I hope you will solve this example. Okay. In the next video, we shall see the differentiation of second order derivatives. Okay. Thank you.